All right, let's do this. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna be using 1 cup of pinto beans. All right. I'm gonna give that a quick rinse. I'm not making a lot, okay? So, and also don't use your nice spot to boil these things, okay? All right. So quick rinse. All right. Okay. Some water in there. To my water. To the water, I'm going to be adding a little bit of baking soda. This is going to help with your digestion, okay? Some people cannot do beans, but this is going to help you. And this is also going to help tenderize the beans. All right. All right. All right, now let's jump on the stove now. I'm gonna be adding a few garlic. Now, the most important element that should go into this is some salted pork bones. So I say nampwa. All right, so we're gonna put it in there. It's gonna cook with your beans. And now, we will not be adding any salt to this from beginning to end, because that salted pork bone is very salty. From my experience, this is gonna provide enough salt to our Djak Pwa. Okay, so we're gonna let it cook. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil in there, just to prevent it from boiling over. Okay, and that's all I'm adding to this, nothing else. All right, at this point, and we're gonna let it cook. So I will bring you guys back once everything is cooked and we're ready to blend this to start the Djak Pwa. And I will be showing you the remaining ingredients we're gonna be using. Okay, see you later. Alrighty, so now while our beans almost ready, we are going to prepare the vegetables that are gonna go into our Djak Pwa. Okay, I'm cooking only for 2, so I'm not gonna use a lot. So this is a white yam. All right, you can find this at any Spanish place. Sometimes public has them, And again, I'm using yam, but you can use any vegetable you want, any root vegetable you want, or if you want to go with potatoes, you can. All right. If you can't find the yam, all right. Let's wash that. Take that dirt off. Okay. This is a very good yam. I found that at an African store. That's a Ghana yam. Alright. And then I'm gonna use also yellow yam. Alright. There we go. See that? Alright. Okay. Yeah. Depending on how many people you're feeding, I will determine how much vegetable you use. Alright. There we go. I'm not cooking a lot, so I don't want to waste my yam. righty. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it in the water so it doesn't turn red on me. Alright, while I'm getting my beans ready. So let's go over and get the beans ready. Okay, alright, so this is our beans. They are ready. There we go. Alright, perfect. Okay, so this is what you look. This is the pork feet salted. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of the beans out, because I'm not gonna blend everything. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit, but not everything. So I'm gonna leave a little bit in there, unblended. Okay, and then I'm gonna blend the rest. All right. Okay. So let me pour everything into my blender. This is hot, so be very careful. All right. Okay. I think it's ready. Okay. So let's go over to the stove and do this. Alrighty. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil into my pot. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. My beans ready. So into the oil, I'm going to add a little bit of épices. If you haven't seen the video on the épices, it's on the channel. It's the first video on my channel. Okay, just a little bit of épices. And then we add our beans. There we go. All right. And then, I think you can see. Now, I'm going to add some dumpling. Let me grab them. Okay. This is what it looks like. Let me bring you over here instead. This is my dough. All right, I prepare that dough for my dumpling. Put them in the fridge. This will save you time. Now this dough, ooh, it's cold. If you watch my pate code day video, that's the same dough. That's the same dough. All right. If you want the exact measurement. Okay, so this is how we're gonna form our dumpling. You can make as much or as little as you want. I'm just gonna make a little bit, not too much. Maybe 6. So what I wanna do, let me reduce my heat. What you wanna do, you wanna put your dough in the hot beans that is boiling again, because you want the flour to cook. You want the dough to cook. You don't wanna be biting into this thing and then it's not cooked inside. All right, so that's why the first thing I like to add into my beans is this. Next time I think I'm gonna even let them cook with the beans and see what happens. We'll figure it out. All right. So, and this dough, you can use the rest for pate. So that's what I'm gonna do. The rest is gonna be left for pate for day. You know, there's everything in my dough here. My spice, my salt, everything is in there. Okay. There we go. I think I'll make 6, and that will be it. Because you have the yam in there, so. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's go add them to the puree beans. Now I'm using pinto beans, guys, but you can use any beans you want, especially black beans. That would be perfect for this type of meal. All right. Grab the boy. We call that boy. You guys call it dumpling. We call it boy. All right. Put that in there. See how the dough is getting relaxed now? It's more relaxed. There you go. And to this, you can also add, you know, potatoes if you want, or plantain. I don't like boiled plantain that much, so in this, I don't like boiled plantain in this. So I'm not adding any, but you can if you like it. Okay, and then I'm getting the vegetables in there. This is super delicious, guys. Super delicious, because the vegetables and the bean and the boy is gonna take the flavor of the beans. All right, that's it. We're gonna add a little bit of black pepper at the end. Okay, so now what we do also, we're gonna bring, I made this num back. And then see, the rest of the beans can go back in, just for a little texture in there. And then now at this point, all you do is let it cook. Let all your vegetable cook, but let me taste it to see if I don't need anything else. I'm gonna add a little bit of I'm gonna add a Scott bonnet pepper in there as well. Perfect. You see, like I said earlier, this bone, this salted bone, you don't need to add any more salt to this, because this alone give you all the flavor you need in there. Okay, so leave my heat on number 5, and I put a lid on it and let it cook. So let me grab that Scott bonnet pepper. Okay. So here, to my pepper, I poked some clove. Okay. That bonnet pepper is gonna give us a nice flavor as well, nice aroma. Okay. So at this point, we're not gonna disturb it. We're just gonna let it cook. Come back after maybe 10 minutes, you know, and check on it. I'll bring you guys back. Let's check this out. Oh la la. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh, this aroma. Oy. All right now. Trying to, looks like some of my boy are stuck at the bottom. Now, what's gonna happen is, if you find out that you don't have enough liquid in there, add chicken broth to it. Okay? Or have some hot water to the side. All right, so that's why I'm keeping an eye on this, because I need this to cook. I need my boy and yam to cook. Now, if they're not cooked and I don't have enough liquid, I'm adding some chicken broth to it. See, my boy is stuck at the bottom of this. That's why you have to come and give it a stir so they don't get stuck at the bottom. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So this is gonna reduce in water. The water is gonna get reduced. The liquid. Oh yeah. I wish you were here to smell this. So this is something that I remember the first time I ate this was when I was a teenager. My mom took us to the village in Haiti, Jérémie, Haiti, to see our grandparents. That was my first time. I was probably 13, 14 years old. And my grandma made this with black beans at the time, with salted meat. It was goat. It was goat meat, salted. You know, because they don't have refrigerators, so they salt everything. So that's what they had. Man, I remember this, and I never forgot that taste. I mean, I'm telling you, I was probably 13, 14 years old. So I never forgot the taste. So now, mind you, over 30 years later, I still remember the taste. So I called my mom 3 months ago and I said, "Ma, do you remember this?" And she said, "Yes." So I said, "Remind me again what grandma put in this." And she told me. So that's why I've been making this since, okay? 3 months ago. So that's my third time making this dish. So I made it twice with this bean, with pinto beans. This is the second time I'm making it with pinto beans. And I made it also with black beans, which is super delicious as well. All right. So you can make it with black beans. You can make it with this bean, pinto beans. All right. It's so simple. Now, if you can't find that salted pork feet, you can use any smoke, like smoked turkey. You can put in there, all right? Like turkey neck, anything that has a bone, you know, put that in there. That's gonna flavor your meal right there, you know. That's gonna flavor it nicely for you. All right, so there you go. So what I'm going to do, let me grab, it looks like my yams are ready because yam doesn't take long. Let me check it so I can show you. Let me grab a fork. Let me grab a knife instead. Now, let's look at this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, put your yam in here. You see that? That's cooked already. Look. See? Because white yam doesn't take long to cook. Alright? But let's take a look at the boy. The dumpling. This is where people get fooled sometimes. If you cut into your dumpling and you see it's white inside, it's not cooked yet. But you see here, it's not too bad. Almost there. See? Look. You see? It's not white inside, but it's not yellow either. So I'm gonna let it cook more. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. Because you want your dumpling to cook nicely. Okay? Now also, I need more liquid in this. Because when it gets colder, it's gonna get thicker as well. So one way to let's say you want to eat it the next day and it's thicker, add some chicken broth to it, and it's gonna come back to this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is allow my dumpling to cook, because I know my yams are cooked. I'm just gonna allow my dumpling to cook a little bit more, and we should be ready to eat. All right. And again, guys, if you cannot find that pork, that salted pork, grab your smoke, turkey wings or something like that, anything smoked. But now you're not gonna add that at the beginning of the boiling of the beans, okay? Because the smoke meat is already cooked. You will add that after you blend the beans, okay? But same concept, all right? I'll bring you guys back. I'm adding some chicken broth to it instead of water. You know, that's it. So I want more juice in there. All right. There we go. Let it boil a little bit. All right, the last thing we're gonna be adding to this is a little bit of black pepper. Okay. There we go. We add that. We turn off our heat. Okay. Yeah. We're not gonna eat that as hot as it is. Okay. Put your black pepper in there the last minute. Turn off your heat. And that's it. I'm gonna come back after 10 minutes and enjoy it. That's right. All right. There we go. Alright. I'm putting one piece of white yam, one piece of yellow, and one boy. One big boy. Alright. And again, boy is dumpling. Alright. Again, you can put vegetables that you like. You can put potatoes, you can put plantain, and you can even put more beans, you know. I don't have that much bean in there. You can add more beans. I only use 1 cup of beans, but you can use more if you want to have more beans. Okay? You have it. There you have it. called Haitian Djak Pwa. I hope you give it a try and let me know how you like it. See you guys later. Bye, everybody.